and me and my friends are gonna go flying together. Lila, and Teeps, and Fleur, and me. Rocket.
If a character is in my stories, that character needs to have a reason to be there. Big character or a small character. I don't ever put a character in the story just because, oh, this is cute, you know? Oh, yeah. You really have to believe in the characters, and people have to have integrity with that.
Well, I didn't ask to get made. I didn't ask to be torn apart and put back together over and over and turned into some little monster.
Rocket, no one's calling you a monster.
He called me vermin. She called me rodent.
Giving characters grounding in the writing process and the shooting process and the VFX process helps them a lot. And there's just a lot of technical things about, you know, really being strict with yourself when you're creating these CG characters to make sure they look as real as possible. Sometimes you get people that are like these sort of practical effects fundamentalists who are like, why don't you just have Groot as a guy in a suit? I'm like, because you can't do it. He doesn't move like a human. He moves differently. His body is shaped differently. His face is shaped differently. So would they be as good without computer effects? No. But could we do them? Sure. I mean, I could have a little guy in a little raccoon costume running around, and you'd get the emotion, you'd get the story, but it's not as good as it is when it looks great.
It's okay, friend. Don't let them scare you.
Even the, you know, big and grand spectacle things in movies, which I like. I like big movies, obviously. That's why I'm making them. But that only exists if it helps the story, if it makes the story and the emotion more exhilarating. At the bottom of everything is the emotion. Big action sequences, to me, only work if we really love the characters. It means a lot more if you really care about those characters. Then you get swept up in the action, then you're really within it. I'm not a guy who goes into making movies with screenplays where, oh, we don't have a third act. I can't imagine anything worse. By the time we get the visual effects, script is usually totally finished. The characters, you know, really locked in. And so we know where we're going from the beginning with the character.
My beloved raccoon. This story has been yours all along. You just didn't know it.
It's a real luxury that you have with CG characters, that I can't take Chris Pratt's performance, you know, I only have so many takes of him saying a line. Then I have to use the best one, and then it's done, or else I have to reshoot it. Those are my only choices.
What were you thinking?
Dude, they were really easy to steal.
That's your defense?
Come on, you saw how that high priestess talked down to us. Now I'm teaching her a lesson.
With a CG character, you know, you can keep it going until you get the performance right.
It's really a shame the Sovereign have mistaken your intentions and are trying to kill us.
Exactly.
I was being sarcastic.
Oh, no, you're supposed to use a sarcastic voice. Now I look foolish.
Can we put the big ring on hold until after we survive this massive space battle?
An actor is creating a performance from inside, and so is an animator. But for one, it goes through his body, and to the other, it basically goes through his hands into what, you know. And I relate to that because I often tell people, like, I write with my hands. Like, I don't know what it is, but when I'm writing, it's my hands. That's what I feel like. And so I think that's similar to a good animator. They're like, you know, they're thinking and they're doing, but it's just going through a different part of their body. There's two main guys, I think, that were doing the baby raccoons at the beginning of Guardians Volume 3. And I mean, they knew, like, these animals, like, they're feeling what these animals are like. They're playful, they're fun, they're scared. They're, you know, being able to create those emotions through these characters is what's important. And it's definitely an art form. After having worked with countless VFX companies and countless VFX artists, they all have the same tools available to them. It's not the tools that makes the difference. The difference is in the people. It's the craftsmanship. It's the time and effort that they put into it. Those are the things that make the difference. You know, really great animators in today's world it's a difficult job because it's very creative and it's very technical, you know. And again, I relate to that a lot because that's what being a director is like. It's being very creative, but it's also managing people. It's knowing how shot angles work together in a very logical way. It's really marrying the creative and the logical. And I think that's the same truth for an animator. It's not that they're not right brain or left brain, they're both.
Name's Rocket. Rocket Raccoon.